Hey there, this is Rex Racer, and welcome back to the Formula EVM World Wide Web 3 Championships. Mix that up there a little bit. Really excited for this new Formula One season to start. And this little gamified DAO event is going to go along hand in hand with it. So if you have any interest, or if you love Formula One like I do, then you'll want to also follow along with Formula EVM. It's going to be a fun competition, and if it all comes together well, it's going to be a pretty high stakes rivalry. We'll see happen. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been live. Busy couple of weeks. I guess that's an understatement. But it's not to say there hasn't been a lot of progress made on this little project here. In fact, about to get into some of the things that really make this, or will make this event fun. And in this case, I'm referring to the referring to the sprint race, one of six, leading up to the main events in March. And the sprint races are an opportunity for me to share with you how this competition is going to go down. Basically, what happens is, I've taken a chunk of Ethereum, divvied it up into equal parts, and then invested in a variety of projects across 5 EVM networks. So Ethereum virtual machine, parched. Ethereum virtual machine networks, such as, Team Ethereum, Team Polygon, Team Phantom, Team Kronos, and Team BSC, or Binance Smart Chain. Now, each one of these has a thriving ecosystem of DeFi, NFT, and of course, cryptocurrency projects. And what this competition is all focused on is showing through community and strategy and cooperation how how each network can perform in the realm of crypto investments. And so I'm managing all 5 of these in the sprint race, and I've started with a relatively small sum of money. I think, if I remember correctly, I put 2 ETH into each protocol, and have been actively managing my portfolio over the last couple of weeks, trying to get a little bit of action out of them. Took some time to make some well thought out calls, and one maybe not so well thought out call that I'll share with you in a little bit. But when it comes time for the full-on competition, I'll be, or I should say, the project will formulate teams who will self-select on which platform they want to sign up to, and which team they want to participate with to compete against one another in a high-stakes, high-dollar gamified DAO experience. If you want to know more about the concept, check out the introductory blog over at mirror.xyz/formulaevm.eth. ETH. And I go through it here in the preseason blog post and talk a little bit about what's to come. There will be more articles posted there soon. Probably start explaining the rule book or the formula here shortly over there, as well as how these sprint races are all going to go down. So I'll share this video and that the I guess explain the big idea. Another thing to keep an eye out for is one of the first elements of the gamified DAO is joining the Formula EVM DAO. And this is going to be the group of participants who is going to come together to help and define the formula, define the rulebook for the season. There's also a variety of other advantages and roles and responsibilities that they will have by being a DAO member. So you'll be able to get the FEVM token over on mirror.xyz, which will allow you to vote on a lot of the nuts and bolts, so to speak, of the competition. After that, there will be the big release of the team cars on each respective chain, and that will get you into the race, get you your seat in the race, and allow you to participate and strategize and organize to get your team across the finish line first. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into it now. Just sort of, I guess, find my, there we are. So jump into our race control area. We're going to be utilizing a few different things. For one, I've put together this dashboard here that it is going to be covering the next 6 sprint races over the next 6 weeks. Each one will conclude on Friday, in which case I will do a presentation like this and communicate to you the how each team has performed over the previous week. There are a number of data points that I am collecting to be able to determine who the winner is. And those are most importantly, the total portfolio value. So this is how much that portfolio is worth. I also show where I'm getting my sources from. Like most everything I'm using for this project, I'm trying to maximize my use of Web3 tools to showcase the really fun and innovative things that you can do with Web3. So with total portfolio value, this is the only category in which there will be a first, second, and third place winner. First place is going to get 5 points. Second place is going to get 3. Third place is going to get 1. Everybody else, the remaining 2, will not get a point in this category. All the other data categories I'll go over. There can only be one winner for that category per race. And the total amount that if a team were to get a perfect score, they could win a total of 12 points over the course of one sprint race. So the second data point that I'm capturing here is the market cap, or most specifically the market cap percentage as in the 7-day change. So percentage change over the course of 7 days. There we go. The other is the 7-day percent change on total value locked. I have the unique addresses. So how many new addresses were added to this particular protocol over the last week, and protocol token price. Again, everything is factored a percentage over the last week. And And then finally, I have what is called the Galaxy Score 7-day average. And this is a Lunar Crush uh, metric that I think is very unique and a very interesting way of looking at the a crypto's performance, let's say. I'll explain that here in just a little bit. So as you can see, the most weight really is on the performance of the investments on that particular chain. Excuse me. And then the others really are about the performance of that overall ecosystem. And one of the things I'm trying to really encourage here and I guess incentivize is it's not just about how much you can earn through a variety of means on a protocol, but it's also how much you can be a champion for that community. And you'll see here there are two other grayed out metrics that will come into play during the full-on competition. One of them is team vote participation, and that refers to the DAO teams, the percent of the those on the team who vote in DAO proposals. And then the final metric is the team social engagement score. So each team will have a social media department, let's say, and their job is to promote their team, and that's not just promoting their DeFi team, but to promote the protocol as a whole. So this also becomes a really fun marketing tool for each ecosystem. So in a minute, I'll go down the line as far as the performance of each one of these, and I'll assign the points for this sprint race's tally. But before we do, I'm going to go ahead and jump in and show you this Galaxy score. So let's use good old Ethereum here. For those of you who don't know, Lunar Crush is a very unique metrics dashboard, and the huge difference that they have over others, such as your standard, DEX tools, let's say, is that they're factoring in a lot of social score components to it. And so you end up getting, like their proprietary things like Galaxy Score and AltRank, but you're also getting social metrics and a lot of different social metrics, volume, engagement, dominance, bullishness, bearishness, sentiments, that is. As of course, you'll get all the, all the token, market cap, token price, percent change, volume, and all of that. But the Galaxy score, already got that selected, it factors in a variety of different data points to determine the score. And from what I understand, any score above 50 out of 100 is considered bullish, and any score under 50 is considered bearish. Shows here the different criteria that they're ranking for. So price score, average sentiment, social impact score, and correlation rank. If you want to learn more about the each one of these, the whole breakdown is on this page. It really gives you an in-depth idea of how this works. But I like the score because it tells you, you've got that 50 out of 100 over under to determine just how bullish a crypto is at any given point in time. The reason also that I'm selecting to judge based off of the protocol token is because I think that's a good indicator of the health of the protocol is how well is that protocol's native token doing. So in the case of Ethereum, the current Galaxy score is a 61.5 out of 100. When I took my snapshot earlier, you'll notice it probably changed a little bit. Just a couple hours ago, I took my Friday snapshot of each team's performance. But let's see, what next do I want to get into? Also show you for the total value locked data, I'm pulling all of that information from DeFi Llama. And then from the unique addresses, I'm getting that information from each network's block explorer. So this is a common metric that you'll find here, and the amount of new addresses on a network shows how much it's growing. So you get an idea of that was Ethereum. This is Polygon. We got Phantom, Binance Smart Chain, and Kronos. So sorry, just stopped to see if I had any viewers. Just curiosity just struck. So that is how all the metrics are formulated. Last and first one being the total portfolio value. For this, I'm utilizing DBank, which is a really great way of showing your portfolio balance. And it factors in DeFi positions, which can be really hard to calculate manually, like in CoinMarketCap. In this case, we've got DBank, and currently this account for this particular event is sitting just under $40,000. I will say there are a few investments here that snuck their way in that are not part of this. So I've gone through and pulled that out, but I'll kind of touch on that here in a little bit. So I can utilize these tools to jump in and see how, my positions are on each chain. And that's what I use to calculate that during my Friday snapshot. You'll notice I'll probably pop back to this here every once in a while for reference. So before I go into my allocations for this race, I want to go ahead and thank the sponsor of this show, kind of what makes, everything for me possible at the moment is Float. So Float is the free speech, censorship resistant social network. And they are releasing they have released their Plank Owner NFT series. This is like a VIP pass to the new platform, but it's not just kind of like a one-time, you get some perks and you're done sort of thing. This is a lifetime VIP pass for the lifetime of the Float platform. And you can purchase their NFTs, 6 different tiers. From $100 all the way up to $25,000. There is a breakdown of all of the perks and privileges that you'll get. These here showcase the perks that are general across all NFT holders. And then under the respective NFTs, you get the tier-specific perks. So these are available over at floatnft.com, and you can go ahead and mint them today. I think the one thing that I forgot to mention that most people are going to be most excited about is the Float token airdrop. So can't forget that. What was I thinking? So every NFT will be issued an airdrop sort of in respect to the tier and the value of this NFT. So it's going to be a pretty valuable NFT to hold in your wallet. All right, so let's go ahead and dig into some of these allocations. So let's go ahead and start with Team Ethereum. So let's jump over here. I'm going to start with my looks rare position. I don't even need to connect to the network. It's totally fine. I might already be. So currently what I am doing is I am staking, or I should say I am providing liquidity to the Looks and ETH pair on Uniswap. And I am earning currently 242.76% APR. Since I've last farmed this, I've earned 31.4 tokens. Don't recall off the top of my head what the value of the token is this time. I can probably jump over there and check that out in a little bit. But in total, over the last 3 weeks, I've amassed, here in my own voice, turn that off. I've amassed 366.42 plus the 31 here tokens in total, and then when I farm that out, or I take those yields, I go ahead and I drop them here in this staking pool, and I earn an extra 223.69%. So this has been doing pretty well for me. This actually is one of my best performing investments in the entire sprint race. And it's funny because it's side by side with one of my worst performing investments in this race. And those are these bored bunnies. I had a lot of high hopes for this collection. The thing that I thought was really interesting about it was their community was insane. It was huge. It blew up like nothing I've ever seen. It, really gave me a lot of like Bored Ape vibes. But it turns out that their community also was their downfall. I think they had a lot of negativity set into it. The project itself, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. The founders and the organizers of the project, they had a few missteps. I don't think it was anything significant that would kill the project. But when you have, let's say a limited number, in this case, 5,000 NFTs, and 500,000 people on the Discord, I think it's down to like 300,000 now. That's a lot of people that don't have a bunny, and a lot of people talking shit and reacting poorly, and probably fudding maybe to get the price down, or maybe just for shits and giggles. But for whatever reason, their community wasn't able to maintain the sentiment that is really what the value of most NFT projects are built on, particularly those that don't have intrinsic utility. So the thing about the Bored Bunnies NFTs that I thought was really interesting was if you have two, you can breed them at some point in the near future and, make another, at least one more. The other thing was, for every Bored Bunny that you had, you could also get whitelisted. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not whitelisted. You would get a free Bored Bad Bunny, which I think the art is even better. And, I don't see any reason why this couldn't do well and couldn't pick back up again in the future if they can get their, community sentiment back in the right place. So I had purchased this, one of these here. In fact, I'll go ahead and show you which one. For 0.6 ETH, that was this guy here. I got him for 0.6 ETH. I also got another one for a little bit more. And with the idea of breeding them. but that one's not part of the allocation of this. That was just sort of out of my side funds. And then with this board bunny, which, by the way, is actually relatively rare as far as the rarity curve goes, I was able to mint this guy for free. And to be honest, I think he looks pretty damn sweet. I really like the look of this guy. I mean, he's relatively simple compared to a lot of the others in the collection, but I like him. Anywho, but that doesn't pay the bills. So the board bunnies, so that means I am down based off the floor price. I got it for 0.6. I am down half an ETH on this one. Not the end of the world. I think it could come back. We'll see. And then the board bad bunnies. This guy was free. I think I paid maybe $120, $140 in gas fees for this guy. And the floor on the board bad bunnies is down to 0.019 ETH, which is pretty dismal. I think this is maybe $250 if I remember correctly. Oh, my float stream keeps restarting. Oh, what's up? I didn't even notice. Geo's watching. Hey, all right. Let's see. While I'm at it, I'll just see if I've got any other viewers, any other comments. Shit. I don't even know if I'm streaming on YouTube. I should be. No, whatever. If not, no biggie. All right, where was I? So that was Team Ethereum. I'm down a little less than half an ETH when you consider my extra $150-ish I made on my board Bad Bunny. Next, let's go ahead and jump on to Team Polygon. So, let's go here. So I'm currently invested in 3 different projects on Polygon. One of those I think is going to be one of the larger metaverse plays out there. I'm extremely bullish on Sandbox. And what I'm doing is, let's see if I can sign in here. What I'm doing is I am, again, providing liquidity for the Matic sand liquidity pool. In this case, it is on QuickSwap. And let's see, I had trouble signing in before. I had to do it in Chrome. Let's see, yeah, signature rejected. That's fine. We won't bother with it right now. So anyway, so I got the LP tokens. I then stake them on Sandbox, and I'm earning, last I checked, 50% or so on it, which is not bad considering, getting a bunch of free sand tokens, which I think are going to do extremely well. Let's go ahead over here and take a look at that, how that's performing. Actually, just go down to ETH, make it easier. Oh, I'm sorry, Polygon. Where's my sand position? All right. So I got $2,200 in that. I recently redeemed my my earnings from this, and what I did is I took it, and I think it was something like 50 sand, and sold half of it for Matic, and then added back to the pool to continue increasing my position here and increasing the amount that I'm earning. So I think that's my play for this, is I'm just going to keep recycling these two, because that way I'm earning more Matic and earning more sand that's coming out of these yields. And of course, earning a percentage of trading fees over on QuickSwap as well. So let's go back now to Polygon, and we'll take a look at the second project I'm invested in here is QuickSwap. It's so cool, I am connected. So as I mentioned before, providing LP, don't get a huge amount of returns on that, but every little bit counts. But the other things that I'm doing are, let's see if I can get in here. Bear with me. Been a while since I've checked in. Got my LP mining, got my Matic Quick. Okay, so I have got, I'm providing LP for Matic and Quick, and then I'm taking those LP tokens and I am staking them for currently 26.87% here. This is actually much higher before, but I'm earning both DQuick and I'm earning Matic on this one. Not a ton I'm making, but this is probably one of my lesser performing DeFi plays. So I'm maybe looking at moving into something else that I think has a little bit more price action, or I should say a little bit more yield. And so I've got that, and then I've also, whenever I, here, I'll show you real quick. Sorry, my float stream started again, and every time it does that, it takes me off of mute. I like to keep an eye on my stream there. All right, so this is how much I've got deposited, $1,400, almost $1,500. This is how much I've earned at the moment. When I claim my rewards, my DQuick then comes over here and it lands in the Quick DQuick pool, or the Dragon's Lair, I should say, and then I'm earning a 51% on that. So I've got 0.08 DQuick. Basically, it's a form of Quick that when you redeem it, it comes back and you get it as Quick. So Quick is the QuickSwap's native token. I generally like to do pairs of the protocol token and the swap token because, or particularly for the best performing swaps, because they have a relatively good correlation, so you can minimize your impermanent loss. Sorry, I had to wet the whistle. Then the other thing that I'm doing here on QuickSwap is related to the third and final position that I've taken on Polygon. So to that, I'll go over to the Dragon Syrup. And what I'm doing is I am staking Quick and I'm earning M-Shisha tokens. Currently, I'm getting 38 M-Shisha a day, which isn't a ton. Since I've last claimed, I've earned 103 M-Shisha. Then I take that and then I come over here where I am using Shisha Finance, which is a very interesting project, and I am staking them on the single-sided staking here. Let's see, shows the percentage APY over here. So 20% on single-sided, 202% on the LP side. Now, mind you, this also factors in rewards, which is one of the things that makes this project so interesting. I'll show you in just a minute. So back to staking, I'm staking LP tokens as well. And since I've last claimed rewards, I've earned also 1,084 tokens here. So all of this gets claimed, this gets claimed, this gets claimed, and then gets dropped back into the single-sided staking here. I could also choose to do what I'm doing with Sand for a potentially higher APY of taking all of this and all of the Shisha tokens, M Shisha in this case, and then selling half of it for Polygon, staking LP, and then earning that way. So we'll see. I might try that in the future. But here, this is to the rewards. So the thing that makes Shisha Finance so interesting is that they're I guess you'd call them a launch pad for other projects. They help fund projects on Ethereum, on Polygon, on Binance, and I believe they're moving into Zilliqa and Cardano next. I don't know why Cardano. It's probably not going to work out. Heard myself again. All right. And so currently on Polygon, there's not a ton of projects I'm earning tokens on. I'm actually doing Shisha with Binance as well. And I believe I'm earning like 5 or 6 different tokens on there, but Polygon's their latest. And so far I've earned 5.1. Oh yeah, no, I've claimed this. So since I claimed it a couple days ago, 5.1 of the DeFi 11 tokens. And yeah, that's it for this one. So that is my Team Polygon position. Next, let's do Team Phantom. Phantom is a project, or I should say a protocol that I've been getting really into lately. I think that this is going to be the place for DeFi. It's extremely fast, extremely cheap transactions, and it seems that there's a lot of very innovative protocols moving over to Phantom at the moment. So I'll show you a few of my strategies that I'm doing. First one's on Tomb Finance. Let me go ahead and connect to Phantom Opera Network. Okay. Let's connect. All right. So what I'm doing is make sure I'm in the right place. Again, I am providing liquidity for the Tomb Phantom pair. If you don't know too much about Tomb, I'm not going to get really deep into it, but basically it is a token pegged to Phantom. So great thing about this is practically zero impermanent loss, and I'm getting all the upside potential of Phantom. I'm just splitting it between 2 different tokens, and then I am able to stake it for where's my APR? 69.91%. And then I earn the T-share token. I take the T-share tokens, I claim that, and then I come over to the Masonry, and I deposit it here. And this is earning 528.8% APR on everything that I'm staking here. Currently, my rewards that I've staked on it, not that much, $50. I've earned 50 cents. Nothing to write home about. But you know, this can definitely add up over time. The thing to note about the Masonry and staking your T-shares to earn Tomb is that this is part of the mechanism that pegs Tomb to Phantom. So whenever the Tomb price is above one Phantom, Tomb price above 1 Phantom, there we go. This APR is paid out. Whenever it's below, users can bond. I believe it's in the pit. They can bond Tomb. I haven't done this yet, so I'm not an expert on this step of it. But they can bond their T-bond and what have you, and this helps bring it back above peg. They basically get Tomb at a discounted price. So very interesting protocol here. I think that it's going to do well, and it's already being forked like crazy across not only Phantom network, but across multiple networks now. So they've really, I think, done something very fascinating. The next is Liquid Driver. So on here, I am staking the LQDR, their token, and Phantom LP pair, and earning 106%. This pays out in LQDR tokens. And then I am also staking Spirit FTM LP tokens for 72%, again, paid out in LQDR. And then what I'm currently doing is a similar strategy to my sand one, is I'm basically just using the earnings here to increase my LP position. And then it's at the point where I think that these earnings are big enough, I'm going to find a new place for them to start to earn yields, hopefully at a higher rate. So I'm looking into a few things now. In a future video, I'll get into it. And, let me kind of stop because I'm zooming through all of this. So the future videos are not going to be this dense, let's say. I just really wanted to dig into the big picture and show you where I'm at. In the future sprint race coverage videos, I'm only going to show you any changes that I've made to each team's portfolio, and to do some additional videos in between where I'm going into the various teams' positions and doing kind of a deep dive. So I may do a Liquid Driver deep dive here in the near future. So one thing I could do with my LQDR is I could go in here to the XLQDR area, and then I can stake that and generate XLQDR. And basically what I'm doing is the XLQDR is like a redemption token. I take that and I return it back and I get all my LQDR back out. But while I'm holding XLQDR, I'm earning 96.17% in a variety of different tokens on the Phantom network. So you can get a lot of, really great tokens out of this. The reason I'm not doing this right now is because the amount that I'm earning in my farm is relatively small. So this would take some time to really start adding up. And the other thing is to maximize your APR here, you need to lock up for a longer period of time. So I'm thinking of finding a better place for those earnings rather than trying to lock it up for 2 years to get my maximum APR. But that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I've got some Polkadot that I'm not getting back for a couple of years because I participated in in 3 different parachain auctions. So long-term investments. And then finally, let's see here. I've got, so I'm using both Spirit Swap and Spooky Swap to provide or to produce the LP tokens for these, to provide LP. I'm trying to think, let me go back to my race control dashboard. Oh, no, not that one. And remind myself what else I was doing on Phantom. Got so many different things to remember. Phantom, this is one of those that doesn't necessarily belong here. So yeah, I got my tomb, got my liquid driver. Yeah, okay. So I think that's all I'm in currently on Phantom. So now let's jump into the, what is this? The 4th team, Team Kronos. So Team Kronos is another EVM chain, one of the newest ones out there, and they're picking up like crazy because they are the network for Crypto.com, which I think is probably one of the best centralized exchanges. Definitely the most, what's the word I'm looking for here? Convenient. Definitely the most convenient. When I tell people about that are just looking at getting into crypto, I tell them to get a crypto.com account. I think this is where a lot of new people are coming in. If it's not Coinbase, it's probably crypto.com, at least in the US. So they have their own network now, relatively small, but it is growing like crazy, and they have some very interesting projects on there. Now, when you look at my current position on Team Kronos, it's going to look pretty sad, but when you see what I'm doing, you'll probably change your mind. So, my total Kronos holdings is a whopping $1,900. I am on Chronoswap. I am providing some LP of Crow and Krona, and then staking that and earning Krona. I am on VVS Finance, and I've only got about $600 in there. Similar situation, earning VVS. And I am also, I'm just going to go ahead and show you. This is something that I've been rather obsessed with lately. All right. And that would be, let me take you to the home page. Also connect to the network. Oh, I guess I can't do it that way. Let's go ahead and connect to Kronos mainnet, and I'll show you what Chronodes is all about. So you may have heard of Strong, you may have heard of Ring. That one didn't do so well. You may have heard of Thor on Avalanche. These are node projects which have the potential for long-term passive income. They're not necessarily like you're buying a node that is directly supporting the network. I like to think of them as proxy nodes. In the case of Thor, they are investing in a number of things, some DeFi projects, but they're also investing in standing up their own, actually Phantom and Avalanche nodes that are basically earning yield that's utilized to add value to their protocol. But what happens is you're purchasing this contract, a smart contract, that is then paying out rewards on a daily basis. And Chronodes, they've got a very simple model. They are not yet deploying their treasury. That's coming soon. I think they're really focusing on their UI, UX right now, which I think is a great idea. But the way it works is that you have to spend 20 CRN to purchase a node. Every node will reward you with 1 CRN per day. So at the current rate, which I believe is going to be reduced as more people come into the protocol, the current rate, your ROI is 20 days. It's under a month. And then everything's after that is profit. Or you can do what I'm doing, which is to compound your nodes. So I started off with 10 nodes. I spent about $2,000 buying 10 nodes when it was roughly $10 per CRN, and hooked myself up with 10 nodes. That allowed me to roughly every 2 days take my rewards and roll them into a new node. Well, I've done that for about 2.5 weeks now. And also they had a dip recently down to roughly $2.50. And I decided to buy, I think, 7 more nodes at $3.50 when it was on its way back up. I took that money from another project that I invested in on Kronos that did horribly. And I decided to take my losses because I didn't think that they were going to recover. I turned $2,000 into $600 just took that $600 and bought myself 7 more nodes. So out of 17 purchase nodes, I've rolled that into 37 nodes. The max you can hold per wallet are 100 nodes. And the current price of CRN is, if that was correct, $30.51. It hit almost $40, just under $38 the other day. That was crazy. But we're sitting pretty at $30.51. And so that means I'm earning a total of 37 CRN per day. Let's do the math on that, shall we? Now, I'll tell you, my strategy is to continue compounding this until I hit up my max of 100 nodes. Currently at 37 nodes. So it's 37 times, I'm just going to say 37 times 30.5. I am earning $1,128 per day right now if I were to be cashing out, but I'm not. I'm compounding, and I am aiming for that 100 mark. And if this does, if it continues to go up, let's just say at the current price of $30, and I have 100 nodes, that's going to be $3,000, $3,051 every single day. That's insane. If it continues to go up, holy shit, even better. But even if it goes down to, let's just say $5, that's $500 a day. Not bad. $500 every week. That's $3,500. $3,500 every month. That's $1,400 every month. And then that same $500 a day passive income at 12 months, that's $168,000. If the price crashes all the way down from $30 down to $5, and I have 100 nodes, I'm making $168,000 a year. So that's why I was saying earlier, my Chronos position on paper looks bad, but I am extremely excited for this project. I think they're going to do great things, even when they reduce their rewards in the next, 2 months maybe. The rumors I'm hearing. I think that the demand will still be there, because then you're just going from a 20-day ROI, let's say if they cut it by half, to a 40-day ROI, which is still amazing. And, less CRN that's flowing out into the market as rewards, or more rewards being sold, theoretically would mean that the price per token could continue to climb higher. So, you know what? They cut the rewards. I'm totally fine with it, because that's how these things work. They've got to be sustainable. They get you in early. And by the way, I always think it was in like around the first week, maybe second week actually. Get you in early with high rewards, taper the rewards back until they find an equilibrium. All right, so that is Chronodes. Again, I will definitely be doing a deep dive into that one in the near future. Probably hit 50 nodes before long, and do a update on how all that's going. By the way, great community over there on Discord. I think that's a really good tell of how healthy a project is how positive their communities are. All right. Last but not least, I was going to say something about that, but I won't quantify it. Team BSC. So this one I have made some of the least amount of moves on so far, and I'll show you why. Let's go ahead and take a look. Team BSC. So, as I mentioned before, I am on Shisha Finance for Binance Smart Chain. Let's go ahead and switch over to Binance. All right. Same strategy here. I am providing LP, staking those tokens, earning B Shisha, Binance Shisha, and then I will be, because I haven't done it yet, taking these tokens earned, the Shisha, and then staking them here. The other thing that I am doing is I am providing LP and then farming Cake on CakeSwap, which is their largest DEX on Binance Smart Chain. So I'm currently earning 36% staking here. I've got about $1,500, $1,600 in LP tokens staked, and then earning this, and then I'm accumulating my cake to then convert it into Monsta. I have not officially taken a position on Monsta yet. I do in my personal portfolio, and it's doing extremely well, by the way. This is another one I'm going to deep dive into once I actually do take a position on it. But this is a play to earn, I guess, GameFi protocol. Very interesting. Hyper deflationary. You have to really actively manage your money, otherwise people can mess with your balance. It's pretty interesting. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I could do an entire episode on Monsta alone, but I love it. This is my actual should I say my buddy Alexander's profile picture on Telegram and Discord. It's one of these guys. In fact, I think I'm logged into his account right here, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what he's got. So that's this guy, this little dude. Make sure you can see him in the picture. Yeah. All right. Cool. So this is my little Ramoons party Monsta. And I've got 4 more, and each one of these is earning passive Monsta tokens. So you can see this guy's earned about $200. This one's earned about $187. This one's earned $130 at the current price, and then $220 for this one. But that's not the only thing that this protocol does. And I keep wanting to jump into it, but I'm going to save that for another video. The point I was going to make here is I'm stacking my cake so I can participate in the Cake Monsta gamified protocol. I was going to take a position. In fact, I'm sitting on roughly 6 BNB currently. I was going to take a position, I think 5 BNB on Monsta, which would have been, well, when I was looking at doing it a couple weeks ago, I would have had about a little over like 1.1 million Monsta for that amount. And that was when Monsta was all the way down. Let me go here to the dashboard, refresh it. When Monsta was all the way down to like 0.0018, since then it's climbed its way back to 0.005 cents per token. So I really missed a prime opportunity there. At this point, I've been keeping an eye on it. I think it's ready for a massive leg up, so I might just have to bite the bullet and take a position on it. Half a penny ain't bad. I got a lot of this towards the top at around 2 to 3 cents, and then I I loaded up on a ton down at around 0.002 a few months back. So I'm currently sitting on 2.15 million Monsta, and that at the current price is worth about $12,000. So not too shabby. As they like to say, $1 is programmed. It is, as I said, hyperdeflationary. So if this hits $1, which I think if you really dig into their white paper is entirely possible, I'll be sitting on $2.1 million. Thing is, it's not that simple because I might not even want to sell. It may not be worth it to sell because, well, I'll have to get into that and do another video. So those are all my holdings. Sorry this has gone so long. But for now, let's go ahead and we will circle back to the scoreboard. Whew, that took a lot. Feeling a little parched. My earphones are falling out. Give me a minute. All right, let's finish this thing up. Forgot where I was at. All right, let's get into this dashboard. So let's tally up some points. Ready? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just go down the list, go through all the 5 teams. I'm going to tally all of my points here in this column. All of my possible points are shown here for reference. So first I am going to find and issue the points for the top performing portfolio. So 6,300 for Ethereum, 5,900 for Polygon, 6,326 for BSC, which is just shy of the 6,340 of Ethereum, 5,400 for Phantom, and 2,000 for Kronos. So winner here is Ethereum. Second place goes to BSC, gets 3 points. And then third place gets 1 point, and that goes to Polygon. All right, on to market cap. And so I'm looking for the market cap percent change over the last 7 days. Obviously, negative 1.3 is not good. Negative 0.0 or 0.7. Excuse me. For Polygon, we got a plus 1.3 for BSC, but the big movers here, big mover in the wrong way, is Phantom at negative 10.3, and in the opposite direction, Kronos at a whopping 10.1%. So it is their market cap on the Kronos network has increased by 10.1% in the last 7 days. Again, they're new, they're growing, and oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they are the official sponsor for Formula One Miami race, and they're one of the main sponsors for Formula One all season long. And they even are one of the sponsors for the Aston Martin team. So they are really heavily involved in Formula One. So I'm rather partial myself. Also, go ahead and shout out that Phantom as well is one of the sponsors for the Red Bull Junior team, AlphaTauri. It's only a matter of time before we get some of these other guys in there. I believe FTM and Tezos, which are not EVM chains, are sponsors as well. All right, back to the game. So we're looking for, we got to award Kronos 1 point here. Now we're looking at TVL 7-day change. We got 15% for Kronos, pretty good. 9.7% for BSC, 8.8% for Polygon, and 6.4% for Ethereum. So that again goes to Kronos. Now we're looking at unique addresses, percentage of new addresses that have come in over the last 7 days. So Kronos, going from the bottom to the top again, 1.75. A Phantom is a pretty healthy looking 4.24% change. BSC is at 1.12% change. Polygon's at a pretty pretty sad 0.43% change, and Ethereum's still growing at 2.24%. But I believe where did that go? Phantom takes the unique address category. Now, protocol token price 7-day change. This is going to be the individual tokens, so CRO, FTM, BNB, Matic, and ETH. Let's start from the top this time. So token price percent change, we got a unfortunate negative 2.2% for Ethereum over the last week. We've got negative 1.1% for Polygon over the last week, negative 4.2% for BNB, Phantom, negative 10.5%. Sad to see, but still tons of growth potential there. And Kronos sitting pretty at 10% gain. So award them a third point. And then the sixth and final category of the evening is going to be the Galaxy score. So I can tell you already who it is. This is going to be Ethereum. So Ethereum's got a 67 out of 100, Polygon with 64 out of 100, BSC at 66, Phantom at 66, and Kronos tied at 66. So let's check out the final score here. So Ethereum has earned 6 points in this sprint. Polygon's earned 1 point. BSC has earned 3, Phantom 1, and Kronos 3. So this whole process is going to be repeated again for the next 6 weeks. All these points will be added up, and then at the end of the sprint race, we are going to launch at the end of the sprint series, we're going to launch the official Formula EVM inaugural season. Oh, let me go get this back on screen. Formula EVM inaugural season. So if you think this is an interesting and fun way of participating in the crypto markets and really, rallying behind your favorite protocol, then you might want to stay tuned and see how you can get in on the action. Just a kind of a quick, quick idea of what you'll be playing for. So the idea is that the 75% of the revenue earned from the sale of the car NFTs, which are your ticket to the race, are pooled together, and then your team manages those funds to outperform the other teams. At the end of the season, all things going well, the portfolio of each team should be significantly greater. And then the winning team at the end of the season, well, they share in the Grand Prix pool, and that is the all 5 portfolios will be, divvied up amongst the winning team. So we're looking at between 1,000 and 2,000 car slots per team, and if the Grand Prix pool grows to maybe a few $1 million, then I think that it could be a pretty great reward for the winning team, who is going to damn well deserve it. So keep an eye out for more information coming on that. Man, this has been a long live stream, sitting at about 1 hour and 10 minutes right now. My throat is on fire, but you know what? I made it to the end. I got a couple of viewers. I think Gio and Aaron were on. Thanks for joining, even if it was for a brief period of time. Let's see. Twitch and YouTube. Don't know. We'll see. But you know what? This is all recorded, and I'll be sharing it later. You can check it out anytime over on Float, YouTube, and Odyssey. So thanks for spending your Friday evening with me. It's really, I think I'm really getting the hang of this live stream monologuing. I have to just kind of say before I go, I don't even like leaving voicemails because I don't like having feedback from another human in front of me. So it's taken a bit to get here, but I think I'm doing well. If there's any comments or feedback, how you think that this, my presentation or this live stream could improve, I'd love to hear it. I'm trying to, improve all the time. I think the best way to do that is with practice, and that means I'll be coming back with a lot more content here shortly. Hopefully get you some deep dives before next Friday. If time permits. I am a very busy man, but that's going to do it for today. Why don't you come follow me over on Float? You can find me at Rex Racer, or over on YouTube, over on the Twitter, Rex_Racer, and follow Formula EVM there as well. And then the place that you're going to find all the latest information about this event is going to be over on Mirror. That is also the platform, the DAO platform that we'll be using for Formula EVM DAO governance. We'll be doing the team DAO governance over on Snapshot. So yeah, mirror.xyz/formula evm.eth. So that's it. It's Friday night. I think it's time for me to go have one more beer and chill the fuck out. Hope you guys do the same. It's been fun, and see you next time.